And welcome back to today's Retirees with certified financial planner Wayne Maslyk of Great Lakes Benefits and Wealth Management. Talking about taxes today, and especially dealing with the new tax code of 2018. But Wayne has a great offer. He's been doing this for several years now. For $90, you can get a professional CPA prepared tax return done in Wayne's office. Now, I'm thinking about that. A lot of folks will go off to, one of these tax preparing places. Mm-hmm. They probably pay a lot more than that to get that done.
Oh, absolutely. No, you're not going to find it for less than $90. I mean, even if you do it yourself and you have to buy the software, it's just a deal. And, right. I shouldn't say many of my clients, they don't have standard returns, right. So there's extras on there, whether it's a Cedar Fair K1 or if they have rental property or farmland they lease out or business income,
sure.
Or self-employment, side work, consulting, it's just everyone's different. So, some of these folks would be paying $500, $600, $700, $800 for their taxes, and we do it for $90.
That is a very good deal. So now, looking ahead to 2019, you mentioned this in an earlier segment a little bit. The Roth and moving the IRAs, to help doing these kind of things.
Yeah.
What else should folks be looking at going forward for 2019?
So we got a picture of last year, right? When you get your return back, you're gonna get a picture of how the new tax law affected you. Mm-hmm. So you're going to want to look at that, see what kind of tax rate you're in. There's the tax bracket that you hit, and then there's your effective tax rate. Right. The true percentage you're paying on your income. That's what matters, really, because, so much of your income's tax-free, so much you pay this percentage, so much you pay that percentage. So then you got to start thinking, do you want to take advantage, like we talked about in the last segment, of this lower bracket, this lower tax rate? Mm-hmm. Do you want to, get proactive and talk about Roth, Roth contributions, Roth conversions versus traditional IRA and 401ks? You want to see how close you got to that standard deduction. Okay, like say your tithing and your taxes and your mortgage interest got to $20,000.
Okay.
Well, we're 4 short.
I see. Okay.
All right. So, what do we do? Well, we've talked over the years about deduction stacking. Mm-hmm. Okay. And deduction stacking is where we double up every other year. So we're going to pay next year's real estate taxes this year.
Okay.
We're going to pay ahead our medical premiums if we can next year, this year. We're going to give next year's tithing and charitable donations this year. Okay. Instead of giving 10 this year and 10 in 2020, we're going to give 20 this year and nothing in 2020.
Okay.
See where I'm going?
Mm-hmm.
Now, if we had 20 last year, right, we're going to have 40 this year.
Okay.
So we can itemize now.
Sure.
And then next year we take our 24, take our standard deductions.
All right.
The year after we deduction stack again.
Okay.
So every other year we're at 40.
Okay.
Okay. So, if you're in a 12% bracket, 40 is 16,000 over the 24. So you're going to save 12% on $16,000. Wow. Is it worth it?
Sure.
Every other year you're going to save that. Some people say, we'll just keep things as they are. Okay, right. So, but very, very feasible for folks, many folks, or quite a few, to deduction stack.
Okay.
And then we talked about if you're over 70 and a half and you have your minimum distributions you have to take from IRAs.
Okay.
You got to remember, you could send all that money or a portion of it directly to a charity or church and not have to pay tax on it.
Okay.
It's called a qualified charitable distribution.
Okay.
Okay. Many people still are not aware of that. So if you're over 70 and a half and you got to take money from your IRA and you typically give to a church or charity, you can send that money directly to your church or charity, and you won't have to pay tax, right? Because we can't itemize anymore because we're at 25,000
Sure.
plus. So now we won't even have to pay tax on what we send to the church.
Oh, wow.
Pretty good stuff.
Those are some neat strategies.
Yeah, I'll send you the bill in the mail.
But see, these are the kinds of things that is important for you and your family to sit down with Wayne. Wayne helps you put this plan together that makes sense. A lot of times we're going by the hearsay and, Uncle Joe said this.
Right.
And,
neighbor said this, employee, worker, fellow employee
right.
said this, or whatever.
Well, this worked for me. Well, it might have worked for them.
Mm-hmm.
Sit down with somebody who knows the plan or knows the strategy so that they can put together a plan for you and your family that makes sense specifically for you. And you can do that at 866-626-3990, or you can go to Wayne's website, todaysretirees.com. When you go to that website, all of this information is there. You can look at it. You can watch the YouTube videos of all of these segments. But it's important for you to be proactive in your financial security, and Wayne will help you do that. We'll see you next time.